So I'm having quite an experience. I just got finished listening to Sisters of the Drum, and that was pretty powerful. Feeling like several spirits took over me, and I just wanted to record it. I'm not sure if anyone will ever see this or not, but I've decided that my title is Spirit Dancer. I pretty much dance through spirits, and they come through me. I allow them to come through me. This is something that I've done for a while, and I need to be patient until this entire story. So the story goes like this. So I'm at the first drum class of the day, and I'm deciding that I'm gonna practice djembe drums, and I already know in my spirit that I'm a dancer, but I want to be respectful of the drum because this is Born to Drum. And I just want to be respectful of that. So I sit there and I'm drumming, and I go to one drum. It's a rainbow drum, and it's really cute. And then I go to put my water away, and then it's funny because I was kind of possessive of the drum anyway. I go back to the drum, and it apparently belongs to someone. I think it's that person's actual drum. If not, she was very possessive of it. And so I go to the drum, and it is taken by the possessive person, or not the possessive person, it might be hers, I don't know, whatever. So somebody points to a tent, and they tell me that there's drums in there. So I try to go to the drums in there, and there's no djembes, and my whole purpose was wanting to learn to play a djembe. So I get another drum, and I try to be respectful and just do that one. But I'm a dancer. Drumming hurts my hands, and it's just not my gift. So I go, and I get that drum, and I sit next to a lady that calls me over by name. Yeah, Ashley! And so I go and I sit next to her, and we're sitting there talking. And so eventually the class starts, and I try to be respectful, as usual. And so I'm trying to be respectful, and the lady, Mar, that's teaching the class, comes around, and Sam was the lady that loaned me her drum so graciously. That was so sweet. She comes around and she texts me on the bigger drum, and as she texts me, she sees that I'm not holding it correctly, or it's not being held correctly, or something like that. So Sam is gracious enough to show me her drum, or allow me to use her drum, and I use hers, and Mara comes around again, and she says, "There you go, Mama." And so I'm with that drum. But the spirit of the drum is calling me. Now, the spirit of the drum calls some, but the spirit of the dance calls me. So you got to have a drummer to have that particular dance go hand in hand. I mean, you can dance without the drum, but it's not the same. So I'm there and I'm drumming and everything, and then it's very interesting. A woman comes and she says, a woman comes and she's got her drum, and I see her come late. And then Mar says, if if I have any dancers come up. So I get up and I do a little shindig here and there. A few other people get up. 3 or 4 or 5, 6 people get up. And we're all dancing. And I get winded, and I have to use my inhaler. And they're calling me back up to the front because it's just simply an amazing situation that happens. I don't even know what it is that takes over me. It's pretty amazing. So they call me up to the front, and I take my inhaler, And I keep dancing around the circle. And so I continued dancing around the circle. And then I got back to my seat. And I could see that the lady that was coming with her drum is coming up behind me with a rainbow chair. And so I turned to Sam and I say, I feel like the spirit is telling me that I just need to dance. But it's hard for me to breathe. And she said, pretty much, she said, you got to listen to the spirit. Just take it slow. Take it slow. So I offered the lady my chair, and it was the last chair that there was. There were no more chairs. So I was like a commitment. That's like a commitment. I'm there. And the chair is gone. And the drum is gone. But I'm surrounded by drummers. Pretty powerful awareness. So I give up my seat, and I'm committed to the circle at that point because I have nothing else. There's nothing else. I don't have anything else. So I commit to the circle, and I dance again, and I get winded, and I am using my inhaler. And I realized that I can talk to the spirit. So I said, Spirit, maybe not so much right now. It's kind of too much. It's like a lot. It's like a lot for me to handle. It's a lot for me to take. And so, as I said that, I thought, why not just ask to be healed? If I could tell the spirit not to give me so much, just ask the spirit to heal me. And so I did. Now, I can't tell you that I felt perfect dancing through all of that. I can't tell you that. I can't tell you that I didn't take breaks along the way during that hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes straight. Because I did. I took breaks. I had to learn how to communicate with the spirit, to talk to and to listen with spirit. And so that's what I did. Throughout that process, so many people came through me. There was a little girl who was really shy. There was an old grandma. She was tired. Her back was broke. She was really bent over. She was in the kitchen cooking hog mugs and grease all over the place. There was a church grandma, too, that came through me. There was some young girls up in the club getting their groove on. And there was a dance. There was a literal dance. There was a time where Mar was drumming, and I was trying to get around her, but again, I wanted to be respectful and not walk in front of her. One time I did walk in front of her. I was just so taken by the spirit that manners just left me. They went completely out the door. So the next time, though, I tried to be more respectful, and there was definitely an impasse. I could have walked through the drummers because she put them directly in the middle. But I chose not to do that again because I have this issue of being respectful. So there was this dance that happened, and I'm walking, and I'm walking, and I'm walking, and I get to her, and I don't turn around and stop, but I start walking backwards. And as I'm walking backwards, I just thought of a title for a book, Spirit of the Drum, Spirit of the Dance. That's the title for a book, Spirit of the Drum, Spirit of the Dance. As I'm walking backwards, the Spirit tells me to walk forward, back, 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 forward, back. And then Spirit told me, you might be feel like you're taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back, but you're still going forward. Unless you realize that.
Listen to Jerry Kent talk about the Cocoa Hills.
Then the same thing happened again.
Oh, yeah, he was the general manager.
The same thing happened again.
I was before that
And
time.
I was
But
just told.
the first fire I fought, I wrote a 24 2-page. It's like, if you
the first, what was I saying? Got so distracted there. I was told to go back. It's fine. It's fine. Go back. You can go back. That's not a problem.
Well, yeah.
Because you're still going in a circle, and life is a circle.
Jerry says it's cyclical. There's another one that's
And
It's on its,
there was
yeah.
one point where she was
I'm even
drumming,
thinking, you know, like,
and it was so deep into my spirit that I was just there. I was collecting all of that energy, and I was giving it to the drummers.
yeah. Well, Jerry said that
And I said, all of us together. I remember there was a time it was like, all of us together. We all have to work together. We can all do this together.
the Oakland Hills Fire is like some
It was a lot, but it was all beautiful. And I'm so grateful.
I mean, that's the thing, and then, yeah.
I'm going to journal a little bit about it later and get some better ideas. Really want to spend my day reflecting on this entire experience. It was pretty amazing. And I'm out.